Hey everybody, it's Whoobinramilo, and today I have a seed for you guys. Let me just start off with at the spawn. I'm just going to drop a few hundred blocks, and it's right here. First thing you want to do is you want to run, follow the cords, and until you reach this. Now this looks pretty boring, you know, you got your weird cave and gravel stuff. You get your coal, but that's not it. That was it. This would no way be on the seed. You lead down here, which is this awesome, ridiculous, scary cave that leads into like a ravine, kind of. A ravine? Yeah, I'd say this is a ravine. But the worst part is, okay, which is actually the best part, is leads down. There's a whole bunch of caves and back as well with iron, is that this isn't just any ravine, okay? I know I've said that with a lot of ravines, but this one is really special. Lots of iron, but you also get this abandoned mine shaft. Around the corners, but, creeper, say hello. But you actually just continuously move at the top. You'll actually, if you go far enough, you'll find a floating chest. And a dungeon. I had to put some lights around this. It's kind of like an above ground dungeon. It gives you some iron and bread, a zombie spawner, and some wheat cocoa beans and some saddles. So you only need one dungeon, you know. That's all you need. Because the rest, you get some cool stuff in this, you know, other dungeon. I mean, abandoned mine chest. Get some golden ingots and other good stuff. Now, you can either continuously go this way, and I don't think it leads anywhere. Nope, it does not lead anywhere. It does not. Or you can decide to go explore this ridiculous mine. Now, I do warn you, if you do go explore this, use the bucket that you got in the chest. Not this chest, but you know, the other chest. You just go down here and you slowly make your way down. Let's just do a quick observation of this. It goes on for a pretty far distance. And it kind of does this weird thing that all dungeons do. It goes into one of these big rooms and just stops. But it splits off into several cross sections of abandoned mine shafts that I don't really want to explore because I'll get lost and that's not the point of the seed, is to get lost. You know, some more iron. The seed is just loaded with iron and everything else. It's also an easy way to get to diamond level, where you could possibly, you know, find some diamonds, some lapis, more lapis. And it's just a whole bunch of cross sections that are all connected to each other. So you really don't even need a pickaxe. What you do to break stuff. But look at this. Something that I find very cool is that, you know, if you go the other way, or not even the other way, you get all these little different parts of the mine that lead into one another. Look at this, isn't it amazing? It's like water over them, and whoever made this had a terrible idea for construction. I mean, come on. Or maybe it's so old. So old. So you got a dungeon. It's pretty close to another chest, so you can't see any spider spawners, so which is good. So, you know, creeper. And then just, you know, more cross-section caves. Look at all of them. They're everywhere. And look at there. You got this one. You got some more on these sides, as I mentioned before. But, if you go the other way, you also find some other cool stuff, you know, such as this little cave and redstone, and this leads to this, and it just goes on forever. So let's just explore the other part of the ravine. Now, it's a bit laggy. Perhaps. Well, it ends off here. But you get a lot of gold. There's a lot of cross sections, and it leads from a very big, gigantic cave. That's all from this one giant thing. Now, if you keep on exploring, and I'm just floating above so I can see it better, you notice that there's another ravine. This one's much more obvious. It's got a lot of iron, more iron. It leads into a darker section. It doesn't really give you anything. This is just a regular ravine, which isn't really anything special, but it's pretty large. Got some caves. Oh. It sounds like you're a dungeon. Yeah. The point of the video isn't to look for dungeons. One of you can do that. There's probably a dungeon over there. Maybe. I don't know. This is just like a nice ravine. It's not as nice as the other cave, but if you continue going this way, sun's setting because I started this recording a bit late. You'll get some pretty cool pigs and mountain structures. I just built that wood for the fun of it. That's not in the actual seed. If that was in the actual seed, that'd be very, very weird. There's some more cool mountain structures. It's not as cool as the other one, but you got some nice floaty structures. It's amazing. Right here, you could just put a base and get your own little makeshift house. Glitch. It's pretty cool stuff. You need to light it all up because, it's dark coal. And just some really vigorous mountain. I mean, look at this. This entire thing is just floating. Tell me that isn't just amazing. Right there. Isn't that just amazing? I have 3 up all the time. So I have to repeat the coordinates. It's kind of like a heart almost. Some little dip, kind of. So, cool mountain structures. If we continue going, we reach the ending of the mountain. Just kind of end off right about here. I continue a bit more over here, so I'll just generate some land and see what they do. And that's cool right there. It's just like a straight up mountain peak. It's just kind of floating in the air and pretty amazing if you ask me. If you continue, you get some kind of boring terrain generation. Nothing special, just some grasslands, and that's pretty much it for the seed. But, yeah, pumpkins. If you do, let's just go back to the spawn. I'll just quickly get to the spawn. Let me just make sure there's nothing else to see deciding. Okay, besides some swamps over here. Let's just get back. I don't know if I showcased this, but there's a little bit of flat land where I guess you could like build your little house on. Whoa, look at this. I thought it would be floating, but nah, it's just my imagination. That'd be cool if it was just like one little floating bit. Well, this part is a bit. But anyway, let's just quickly get back to the spawn. It isn't really that far away. Once again, some swamps close by. Never can go by without a swamp. But, like all seeds, if you go the other way, sometimes there's something good, sometimes there's something bad. But, on this seed, one thing that I do kinda not see that's all that special, well, besides some reeds to spawn, only need 1 reed to make 1,000, is that if you go by far enough, you get some regular trees going on, and you meet a huge grassland. So this is good to find animals, and if you want to build a house on, but once again, it's like, shouldn't there be a village here? Shouldn't there be something else? Well, it doesn't last forever, and eventually you reach some cactuses, and it just stretches out for a very long time. That's if you want to just make a regular house on the prairie. You could do that. Once again, this is probably the other way you probably explore once you go and back, as I would seriously recommend. A little sand cave. I always love it when sand just floats because that's not supposed to happen, and we made it fall. But anyway, if you continue going, you meet a few more mountains off to the left. Skeleton. That's pretty much it though. I mean, There really isn't much more to the seed besides some more cool looking mountains. Just a few of these. These are farther from the spawn, but it's kind of like, well, you might as well explore on the second day, so shear some sheep and take a nap and go ahead and do this. So you can definitely get enough iron. So this is 1.0.0 seed. Oh wow, this is really cool. Whoa, this is really cool. I don't know if it's just because it's night, but no, my god, this entire area is like a giant cave. It's like a Yog cave almost. It's almost like a Yog cave. It's very much like it. Just a lot bigger, and it's like an already made shelter. As well as another dungeon. Yeah, which kind of is like a floaty dungeon. I don't know if you want to describe it as that. Skeletons, so you can farm some arrows. Cocoa beans. So by the end of this, you can get a decent amount of mossy cobble. And many other things. There's also, some more caves with, as you can see, 4 iron right over there. So, once again, this has been Whoobinramilo, and the seed once again is 986-781-405-2256-51-379. Now, more cool mountain structures. So, there's been 2 dungeons in the close area. I'm sure there's more underground if you wanted to use, if I decided to actually spend like an hour digging holes or use X-ray, but I like these seeds better because lots of mountains. This is farther away, but you get the same amount of coolness in mountains in a dungeon. And then it just kind of, as the other seed just kind of empties out and goes back into nothing. But look at that. That right there is an amazing view. It's amazing what this generates. I like a lot of the old terrain generation too, but that's like one of those special mod where it goes up really high. It's kind of like this. This is like a skinny version of it. Floating islands. Once again, some huge overhangs, extreme cliffs. So, red dragon spawning in the next patch, maybe. Once again, some very cool stuff, including a swamp tree being generated. A swamp tree on a mountain. It's always very nice. So, please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, and tell me what you guys would like me to do next. As again, I'd recommend going to that first cave, and the rest you can do in the next videos. Also like me, this also kind of counts as another abandoned mineshaft seed. There could even be an ender dragon nearby. I don't know. I'm gonna give that a test. But, I'll see you guys later, and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah, in case you're Jewish, and Happy Kwanzaa as well. Hey guys, and we're just back, and not too far from the spawn actually, so far enough. You'll see the little tower. You even have the ravine. But if you go kind of sideways from the ravine, you get this I'll throw some undereyes up. You get some more cool structures in a cave. I forgot to mention this. We all make mistakes, don't we? But this is just some more cool terrain generation because you can make your house on the hills. But I'm also just searching for another hill place. This is just some more cool terrain generation. So overall, you have a lot of cool terrain. A lot of extreme cliffs, a lot of amazing stuff. So, show this to your friends, make sure they get it. I'm doing 2 seed videos because I haven't done them in a while, and it's kind of important because that's how I kind of evolved in my fan base. And, wow, we were going a while. This dungeon, Ender Dragon, I think isn't far from the spawn at all, but, you can't always get what you want. So, goodbye.